Hello, model railroaders. John back with the 16 by 8 river layout. This isn't really much of an update. I haven't done a ton. Lately, I've been actually just messing around with running different trains around, and that's why if you notice, I've been putting up a lot of shorts, and I think I've done 20, 25 in the last probably 3, 4 days. So it's kind of something that I've been wanting to do now that I got all these locomotives with sound. Still waiting for one more to come, but I'm kind of getting used to what I have to do to get these to make the optimum sounds running DC. So several people have asked me if I'm running DC or if I'm running DCC. This is all DC. I don't have this one running right now so I can hear myself. It's quite loud when I'm running these. I don't have my controller yet. It's back ordered. And that lets me adjust the volume of the sound, and I don't have that yet. So basically, as far as any quick updates I did do on this layout, I haven't done anything. You saw that, what I did back there where I hid the track. The only thing I've done really that's kind of major but simple major was on the other side of the layout. I greened up the whole bottom platform all the way down. It's about 11 feet of that, and then the hill itself, it was kind of a light tan before. It almost matched. It was almost as light as the gray back there. Now I've got it matching this color here, which was the intent all along. So I put a little darker tint of paint on it and sprinkled some sand on it. That's why it looks kind of blotchy, and that's kind of how I like it. I'm probably going to leave it mostly that way. Other than at the base, going up the sides, I might do a little more trim as far as getting it to blend a little better. But as far as the land up against on the bottom part of the track, I got to still weed that whole area up, and I'm going to add a lot more trees and things like that. So, but as far as that, that's really all I'm going to do. But the main thing, like I said right now, is I've been running all these locomotives a lot lately, and I did not realize how much I really like these ones with the sound. And in the one video you saw, I had mentioned I was asking people for some advice on installing sound on my non-sound units. And I actually only got one person who said something to me about it, but I'm looking into some of the information he sent me to see what I can do. So the engines that I bought, what's really kind of neat about it is with my yard that I've got outside the wall here where I got 3 lanes of traffic, I'm able to go, it's nice that I can hear them out there because I kind of know where things are. I am going to install a camera though out there so I can see from inside the room what's going on. And then also what's been kind of cool is I can grab any lane of traffic I want. I can park a lane. All these trains you see on here are movable to different tracks without me doing anything other than running them and turning the switches. So that's kind of what's neat about it. Whereas before, I always had to just take the trains off manually by hand. So, and I can shut tracks off, turn tracks on. It all works really well. So I love running this Great Northern with the taconite cars with this little switcher, empty of course. I know obviously that thing would probably pull them if they were full on the layout, but in real life you probably won't see a switcher like that pulling full ones. You have about 3, 4 of them. So, but I'm not going to buy any more sound engines now. I'm going to have 5, and that's all I'm going to want right now. As a matter of fact, that's all I'm going to buy. I want to start installing my own sound units in some of these locomotives, and it sounds like, from what I'm hearing and reading, I have to install DCC circuit boards and then the sound that goes with them. So, which is not a big deal. I'm pretty good at doing that kind of stuff. I just never did that. But I can solder and I can figure out things pretty easily. I mean, like I say, I've lit some of my dummy engines up that have plastic wheels. I've done some of that and got those to work. So I'm pretty sure I can handle some of that other stuff. So I've got 5 of these F units that are all wired with LEDs and stuff like that are dummies. And I've got several, I got a couple GP38s and another switcher that's all wired too. So But anyways, that's kind of, I just wanted to show you guys what I've been doing. And I have not, like I say, done much progress on the layout itself. The one thing I will say, comment about the layout is there's not really a lot of major work left to do on this thing. It's pretty much, I mean, if you look at my shorts, I did a short of a walk around just where it is today. Now I did it, I did the walk around here. You saw the video maybe earlier this week or last week, but that video was made 3.5 weeks ago. So right now, this thing is primarily all the major construction is done, other than I'm going to add a little tiny bridge back there for the road traffic. And then just over time, adding trees, detail, lots of detail, and of course, the water and the ballast for the tracks. That's going to be my next, some of my big projects coming up. But as far as the layout itself, what you're seeing is kind of where it's going to stay. I really, really do like this layout a lot, and I do plan to keep it like this for a significant amount of time. When I say that, I could be another year, year and a half, 2 years, whatever, maybe only one, I don't know. But I really like what I got, and the traffic, the traffic that the trains, the path the trains make and take, it's really kind of optimum for what I got with the space I got, unless I was to try and make a lot more switching and doing extra yard and track, which I don't want to lay out that's all track filled. I like just watching them go by and switching them. They leave the room to come back, vice versa. I could switch 2 or 3 trains, and then I, of course, leave a couple dummy trains sitting on the track just to look like there's some stuff happening. I also have 2 trains out on my yard that's out in my family room that are lit too, that look like they're doing stuff, and they're not. So, but so that's kind of where I'm at right now. I haven't decided if I'm going to start doing some water next, or I really would like to start doing some ballasting, but I feel like I'd like to get some water. It's really tough for me to decide. I've got a little more work to do on my shorelines before I can add water. And as far as the ballasting goes, I've got my color all picked out. It's going to be a really dark, dark, dark gray. And I think that should look pretty good once I get everything done. So it should be pretty suiting for the type of terrain I'm using. So other than that, there's not really a whole heck of a lot, but over time I'll be doing a lot more scenery in little bits where you wouldn't even notice them unless I point them out. And of course, more trees. I've got still 450 more trees made. They're just not flocked. And of course, I need to do quite a few more, because this whole area in here going up to that hill is all going to have quite a few trees. I don't know. Nothing is going to be as dense as what I did over here. This, if I had to redo this whole part from scratch from the river over, it wouldn't have this many trees. I would do it differently, but I like it, and it's going to stay that way at least for this year, maybe longer. So, but yeah, I think it's really come out pretty good. The only other thing too that I've been considering is this area here where that pier comes down for the bridge. I've been thinking about making that an island, kind of having it come out with sand and things. And that's probably something I will do. And I think that would really add a lot rather than having this big vast area of water. So, but that's really all I got. And I just wanted you guys to kind of know where I'm at. And don't forget to check out my shorts, that you get to see a lot of things before they're on these videos where I do my discussions. So check those out and let me know what you think. And again, I am still waiting for some people to comment on some information on some sound for some of my dead locomotives. So, all right, well, thanks for watching.